JT test. Do you have audio?
Yes, I got audio. What do you mean?
Can the stream hear me now?
Oh, he's on the stream now.
Yeah.
No, like he's on the stream.
Yeah, I know. I switched.
Oh.
Don't you do that to me.
Down for him.
I mean, everyone can hear anyway while I count down.
Juju, you have 12 jobs. You gotta do them right.
Don't you give me that sass.
Oh, get me off the main screen.
Okay.
It's all together.
All right, we'll just do this. I don't understand.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Falskallan Nights. I am your host, the bard with many tech issues. Before we get into tonight's game, we're going to go into a couple of announcements. Juju, since you've been speaking the whole time, keep going.
Yeah.
Thank you, Streamlabs, for giving us audio with no input at all. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for helping me keep track of the bazillion, sometimes really stupid ways I try to use spells and then forget how many slots I've used. And check out our merch, because Diamond Mac may not be here currently, but that doesn't mean we're not trying to get booty shorts. I should look at the camera. That would make sense.
Talk to the people.
My brain shorted out. Oh yeah, we have merch, and we got Patreon, so if you want to support us, those are both avenues of approach. And hang on, it's coming. It'll get there. I just gotta turn the gear a little faster. D&D Beyond. Dire Bear. You can also join us in Discord for shenanigans like this outside of game. And thank you to... They're right on the tip of my tongue. Charminar, what's the name of your band? Oh my god. Thank you. I always know this when everyone else is up there. And now my brain doesn't work.
Can you not hear us? Yeah.
Oh no, everyone can be heard now. FX May Vary is a band, and they have a game on Monday, and not all of them are bards in the game, but all of them in real life are bards. And they also made our outro song. There's another one I'm forgetting. What?
Abomination Alley.
Oh yes, Abomination Alley is the game on Tuesdays, and then you have tech difficulties on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
We might as well start scheduling them.
Yeah, JT trying to tell a story between tech difficulties.
I swear, I'm round to the end of this campaign, yet I think the tech difficulties are like, oh, hell no, you don't!
And...
I guess that's everything.
I think so.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's get into it. Let's get into tonight's episode of Falskallan Nights.
Okay, but can they hear me now? What? Oh my god. Wait. In the first menu? I don't know. They can? My brain hurts. What? Oh, I was gonna try reinstalling Streamlabs to see if that helped, and I completely forgot. Right now, middle of the stream. Oh, welcome to my ADHD brain as my medicine wears off. And you're back.
Hey! So, last time on Falskallan Nights, oh my god, so many things happened. What the fuck happened? There's just a convergence of meetings of everybody coming together. Shifting Amber, Crimson Pride are now showing up. You guys are gonna explain what the hell's going on with Arcalis, Katrina, and the stuff that's happening with them. The power of everything. Oh fuck. Go.
Power of Christ.
It was Easter. It was great. Jesus rose. It was like my sourdough.
It wasn't the way you're talking. It was Easter.
Got one killed in Dralis.
Giggles tonight.
What is this?
I don't know.
Feels like I need to chug NyQuil or something.
It's the one time I actually had energy tonight. You want me to put a downer in me?
Oh. Okay, Juju, just read your notes. What happened?
Yeah, that's right.
So, in connecting all the strings quite literally in the program I used for my notes, that Steve introduced me to, I realized that we knew long ago that Andrelis and Collis are both dead, and we forgot.
Sounds like us.
So there's
I
that.
remember that.
There's honestly, there's a lot of things that months and months apart JT has given us lore-wise in the game, and we as players have forgotten.
Yeah, that's our job.
Yep. And I was like, oh my god.
So Gimmer taking
RIP,
note.
I was a criminal math.
God.
The hungering one is probably Crom and is stuck, and the Fate Weaver is not happy with him, assuming he is the hungering one, because he is supposed to be dead but is not.
Yes, he escaped his fate.
And his son is apparently Krigosh, General Krigosh, which we just learned. And as we know, he is the leader of the White Hand currently, at least as far as we can tell. We have Arcalis' locket, we have Katrina's locket, we are missing Andrelis' locket still, I think. Hang on.
And that was the one that was stolen off of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we have the other three. And now hopefully Arcalis is figuring out how to unlock the potential for them, and we can see what good that can do.
Yeah. And so at this point, now everything's coming back to me because let's be honest, I wasn't writing notes on what happened last.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
There was a lot of NPCs just talking to each other at that point, but
Hard to write notes when you're giving the notes.
exactly. This is why I rely on you guys to actually have some sort of
That was
feedback.
Guys,
Where's Danny? Where's my own Danny Carr when I need her in the theater?
I know. That's such a helpful thing.
We just have a lore master outside the person who's writing it.
Mm-hmm.
I need a dedicated fan base like the Game of Thrones series.
Oh, gosh.
But that ended so well.
Sorry, A Song of Ice and Fire.
Okay.
I do remember Arcalis confirmed that the lockets can't transport anyone except those they belong to.
Correct.
So it kind of puts us out of a, like, we can't use them to be bothersome, but we can use Arcalis to be bothersome.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah,
also
he's
how
really
dangerous.
good at
But also how dangerous is that? Because we don't know exactly how powerful Crom is. And he beat Arcalis once.
Perhaps through espionage, and not espionage. What's that other one?
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Thank
Yeah.
you.
That's not Yimmer speaking, obviously.
No, it is Yimmer speaking.
It is. That's what Yimmer would say.
But also, I imagine Arcalis would love to get his hands on Crom's son. Maybe. I don't know.
So what are we gonna just do, an Operation Dumbo Drop and get him in there, or?
I mean, I feel like he could just make his way in if he wanted. Also, we have a problem. A big problem.
Which one?
If I remember right, Crimson Pride has not shown up quite yet, right?
They have now.
Okay. So in the middle of them showing up, Howard is just like, so there's going to be an assault, an all-out assault on the White Hand. And they're based in the same direction that the Giants came from. If anyone remembers, from what we were told by Mr. Other Pointy Ears, the Giants were mass controlled all at once
Yeah, they were like,
on a very large scale.
yeah.
One of my concerns is that an all-out assault by Falskallan is just handing our entire army over to the White Hand to control.
Oh. Does not be a problem.
That's why I've come in. And that's when Crimson Pride.
Yes, thank you.
I figure it's probably best if we struck before Violet Fury decided to do something stupid. Let him
Sure.
set up. Let him set up. Let him do his thing, but he doesn't control me, he doesn't control us, and I figure you guys are more connected to this than I'd like it to be, but we can utilize that. We bring the Leopard Legion with us, and, well, who are these people? And looks over at Petrina and Arcalis.
So, long story short, they are from the same plane. I keep wanting to say demi-plane, but I guess that is still accurate. As the leader of the White Hand, Prom, is, they are who he deposed. And they want that to not be the case anymore. So they are willing to help to a degree where they can. Mostly for bloodshed.
Oh, that's good. Crom. I've heard that name before. Actually, Shifting Amber's there with her.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe this crop? He saying in general. Petrina kind of pops up. Well, he's tall. He's tall, bald. Always has his eyes covered. But orcish, very green skin and tattoos all over. Having seemingly imprinting a bunch of his spells into his skin. It's at this point, Shifting Ember speaks up. That sounds like one of the revolutionary men.
I beg your pardon?
During the revolution, there were many heroes, and one of them was an orcish man named Crom. He was a tactical leader. He set up the ambush on the 7th Fleet.
Bless you.
And, yeah, he helped lead what would be the first colors to take Castle Onver.
Is this Crom Tuskrut?
And Petrina, yes, that is his name.
Wait, so he was once a good guy and now he's not.
Well, he's been doing this for quite some time.
There have been reports that he had gone missing, but nobody ever found him, and nobody understood where he'd gone. And that was more or less the end of that story, other than he was commemorated as a hero in our history. Which at that point, Pride pipes up, "That's where I remember that name from. God, I never paid attention to history."
So he vanished.
Which, yeah, and then Baltrus speaks up. I think I met him once. Which then Pride and Amber switched to him. That's impossible. That is impossible. That would make you inconceivably old. Older than what a tiefling could be. I am much older than you. Than your father. I've watched this land get shaped around me.
What did you two not know that?
Which, in Crimson Pride, no, he was always around, but I never paid too much attention.
Oh, he is indeed my great grandfather.
Sometimes we just say greatest grandfather. Keeps it simple.
I understand. You've been around long enough to... She just starts looking a little bit bewildered. Shifting Ember just puts his hand on her shoulder and she kind of calms down a little bit. But at that point, Pride looks in the Vulture's eye. How?
Are you saying you met him before you asked him for power? Am I understanding these events correctly?
I never asked him for power. If that's the person who gave me his power, then that's that. But I remember meeting Crom. I was shackled and chained underneath Castle Onver.
Underneath?
Yes. We were set free.
Wait.
I was set free and thrown back into the wilderness, which is now Old Town. It was only years later that, in my squalor, I was contacted. I didn't know by who, but it promised me power, and I was desperate. I felt as if it was what I needed. So I took it, not knowing the bounds of what I could do, and, well, I started a family. I saw my spouse grow old. I saw my children grow old. Their children grow old. Everything and everyone around me started dying, ever so slowly, and I accepted the fate that I may be just lucky or unlucky enough to have been received to this fate. At that point, I thought of dropping my power altogether. But something at the back of my mind drew me to the fact that this power meant something. And I didn't know what.
So you've only been sticking around because you felt like it was necessary for some reason.
Like it was fated or something. I don't know. It's just a draw that I feel. But I don't know it. I don't understand it.
That certainly tracks, considering contact with the Fate Weaver.
Agreed. Oh, Lord Baltrus. When you say you were shackled under Castle Onver, is it the same Castle Onver that stands still today?
The one that I see every day.
Have you ever heard of a duplicate of the castle being made?
No. I appeared in this land not too long before I was chained and shackled to it.
Howard's gonna cast Major Image at a 6th level.
Okay.
And in an empty spot in the room, create the full 20-foot cube and represent, starting with the entrance, the room that Hal and him found the orb in.
You're talking about the one in the...
over by the rat pack, over by the rats.
the rat pack.
Yeah, I realized that Gelbin and them do not have quite the same name, but very similar. Because Gelbin was rat pack, not the rats. Or I noted it down wrong. Who knows?
Gelbin is the rats.
And Sip and Krolaw and Svish in them as well?
They're the rats.
Okay, then yeah, I just noted down Rat Pack wrong way back
Goblins are
when.
noted for their creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rat Pack includes Frank Sinatra. Like,
Yeah.
Frank, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin. There's another few people in there, but
So,
Frank Rogers of Goblin.
in the east, near where the dragon was killed at Port Delorn, there is the remnants, ruins of a castle. And, well, that's not important at the moment, but there were many White Hand soldiers there. Dead for quite some time. But underneath this castle, which is very eerily similar to Castle Onver, Halsterian and I found this room, and it's much too large for me to give you the entire image at once, but this is the entrance. And I'm going to walk you through it little by little for what we saw. But let me know if anything looks familiar. He's going to slowly change the image to reflect them having walked through it, as best as he can remember.
Make a history check.
That should be kind of good. 13.
Okay. I mean, your mind is not that. You're pretty good at remembering a whole bunch of stuff, and this being a more unique thing, it's more or less getting the smaller details down when following the maze-like corridors when you're not familiar with the castle layout.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you've been to Castle Onver and its layout is pretty much identical to what you've seen until you haven't, you retrace it back as best as you can, and Baltris is looking and studying. I've never seen this in my life.
Amber
imagine
Crimson.
that's a good thing.
Amber Crimson, this is some of the information I didn't tell you yet. You know, there's been an issue with ley lines across Falskallan, yes. Something going on with them. We found several maps that we've provided you guys, I believe, in the White Hand's possession of ley lines mapped out. We discovered at this castle, and he's like showing the big room now, and we discovered this orb. I don't know if either of you witnessed it, but Envy did at Lumengai. We discovered that there are many of them, and they're portals connected by the ley lines. This is under that replica castle. And I say replica because of how eerily similar it was to Castle Onver. I don't know if the Castle Onver here in Onver has this structure underneath, but it might be very important for us to know.
Is that perhaps how they attacked the castle?
That's what I'm
NC
wondering.
stole the locket from us?
It's very possible.
Hmm. That is worrisome if true.
And I hesitate to share information after everything we've dealt with, trying to take care of the White Hand problem and things not getting done, but you know what? I'm going to give you two another try because I feel you deserve it. NC is a friend of mine in House Sterion's that went missing quite some time ago. You remember the disappearances with the Academy?
That was before our time. Points to. She points to Amber and herself.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been something my father would have dealt with. That and a tenuous kobold. But it seemingly was a problem for a while.
It was.
By the way, NC's body is still in the room, I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Well, we found him.
Also, with as many scars as he has, does he resemble Arcalis at all, or is it nowhere near enough for that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, we found him, as you can see, and I don't know if he was brainwashed or controlled
Or
or
otherwise tortured. The real concern, I think, is how he came into possession of that locket in the first place.
agreed. Because that locket is the one that you see around Arcalis' neck right now.
Which she's still very much in the book.
There are several other lockets. All of them come from their plane, made for them, and they are planar keys. Why would NC have it? And also, we had it because it was all that was left when he disappeared. He showed up at the first attack on the colors and stole it from us. We don't know why he was on the enemy's side. We never had a chance to really find out. Unfortunately, I don't know if he could have been saved or not, but that's not the point anymore. The point is, he wasn't the only one that vanished. And he knew what the locket was when he showed back up.
There is a portal underneath Castle Onver. We found it after the first attack. We had closely monitored it as much as we could, but after a while, when nothing was happening, we eased up on our patrols. Obviously, that didn't work out.
Yeah.
You're saying there are portals, and the same one as Envy had seen. It's at this point Arcalis looks up. If I'm correct. And usually my brother's pretty good at being correct at this sort of stuff. Taking the energy from the land means that they're drawing power to send something big through something, or to draw something from another plane.
using the energy that's already in the ley lines and the planet.
They can they'll more than likely bounce between them if they have an idea where to go. But it requires a lot of power.
Mm-hmm.
And using precious energy may just delay. Promise not from my lands. And if what you're saying is right, promise from here. He wants to come home.
Yeah. He ended up over in your plane somehow.
Oh, it's because I threw him in. People who try and fuck with the planes, I can pluck. That's what I do. That's what I did. And I hunt. I hunted them, except... He slams the book down, just... He hunted me back, and he succeeded.
That means he was power hungry to begin with, trying to get to your plane. He found something during the revolution, and he decided he wanted more power than he already had. And he didn't care who he steps on to get in the way, to get his way. Which means your problem is caused by our plane. Not necessarily those of us in this room, but nonetheless, I want to help you fix that.
Now the question is, out of all the planes in all the universes here, why has her, myself, this book, all the lockets came here?
That's a good question.
Why here?
The Fate Weaver, maybe? Doing what she can to help?
Is it perhaps a way that he was able to transfer himself? Oh no, you plucked him.
Did
Unless he wants to become the Fate Weaver, is there a way to...
Well, we're
So
suspicious. Well, gods are
Like
not.
that.
Being immortal does not make you unkillable, Spleen. A god can die, a god's powers can be stolen. It's generally not common. I'm not even sure that it's been done in history. I'm no history major, but theoretically it is possible.
Maybe that's why she's, got a big part of her hand in this. Because she...
Well, he subverted his fate, which...
And I think that's what is really caused the power hungry. I mean,
Yeah.
once you defy something, it changes you, whether that be for good or for bad.
Discovering whole amounts of power that you didn't know you were capable of is a dangerous thing.
So
Where do you think all the bad wizards and sorcerers and warlocks in history come from? Greed after discovering what they can do and that they can probably do more.
or when you see a weakness in something that you thought
Yeah.
shouldn't, then some can be overcome with ambition to destroy.
Does he want to return home and destroy her? What is the end goal then? I was
Is there
under the
a-
impression he wanted to destroy this plane.
Is there a difference to him?
Yeah, I don't think home is a thing. I
He may want to come
if
back.
it's about power,
Yeah,
then he probably wants control of everything.
yeah. He may simply want to come back to gain more
Home,
power.
not home, other places, other planes, all people, all creatures, all species, all gods. Who knows?
But I think we're digressing.
He wants control. Destruction and control are the same thing.
Yeah.
Which Crimson Pride speaks up. Then what does that mean for you? Looks at Arcalis. You're here. Everything is connected through you.
We're still
So
not
what does that mean for you?
We don't know. We don't know how he got here. He doesn't know how he got here. Neither does Petrina.
Everything's pointing us to be together. Everything's pointing us to fight this battle.
Yes.
To face this white hand. Well, do you want to go home? Arcalis looks up with her, and you see the intensity in his eyes. I want my plane back. I will deal with my stuff at home. My affairs are my own, but I will fight what I have to here. So, the bastard has a whelp. Where is he?
The pillars. Exactly where we're going to attack. Because the mission that Amber and Pride requested assistance, whatever floats your boat. They want to know if we want in to kill the whelp before we potentially lose our entire army.
I say we're wasting time talking about it. Let's go.
How does everyone else feel?
Petrina looks over at Arcalis, sees the rest of you. If that means I have to go, if that means I'm going home, that's alright, I'm going home. And, Ultras, I'm staying here.
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere.
Honestly, I would prefer that. It means a place of some semblance of safety that we can return to in an emergency.
Understood. Pride and Amber both look and agree that we need some time to get ourselves set up, to get a lot of things procured. If there's anything that you need to sort out, I suggest you get it done. There may be no guarantee of you guys coming back. And I can't guarantee much safety.
That is the nature of these missions, is it not?
Mm-hmm. I know we're an adventurers guild, but not a military force, but is there any way we can gain access to some sort of supplies not normally allowed to the public?
We do. But they're in an undisclosed location.
Okay.
And if you're going to come with us, it's going to be when we start this mission.
Understood.
In a week's time, meet us at the guild hall. If you need to travel anywhere, you have access to our teleportation circles. Hit any of our major cities. Get yourselves prepared as much as you can. We will have everything set up for ourselves, and we'll get everything set up for you. I know it's going to take Violet Fury some time to organize everything, especially when you're dealing with armies.
Mhm.
At best, we've got 3 weeks to a month before he starts attacking. If we can get to this before him, that'll save us a lot of lives. I'll also keep in contact with Silent Ivory, because I know he'll be able to inform us on a bunch of different things and possibly send out further scouts. I'm doing this under Viri's radar. I suggest that you don't say anything and that everything in this room has been said to be kept in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You lot have been through many different events that have led to a lot of very weird coincidences and interconnections. The colors have seen it, but they refuse to acknowledge it. I'm now acknowledging it. And I can see why. Now that I have. That I want you all there. You may have lost a friend beforehand, but I think our greatest success will come with you all.
Thank you for your trust. We will certainly need to pull out all the stops.
Thank you for your trust. I know we haven't been exactly forthright, the whole lot of us with you.
It's good that we are able to cooperate now. We should move forward with this.
A week's time, then?
A week's time.
Now, if we win this. Actually, not if. When we win this. Does that make us a color?
I don't know how that works.
I don't know why they're colors. Can we be smells? Instead?
I insist that you are already several smells.
Like we got breaking wind. We got
Grunting
No.
fury.
we got,
Fresh laundry.
we got fresh laundry. We got old papers.
Yeah. Muddy trail.
Mysterious mushroom. And metal. What's that mean?
Yeah, why don't you just start our own thing?
Smell.
Pride.
It's called Team Them.
Pride has been laughing this whole time as you've been saying this. I need some levity. Speaking of, I have a wife to go home to, and I'm hungry. And she turns around and
Yeah. I'm starving.
Anyone has to start somehow.
He goes fist bumper.
she just walks right through. And at that point, Pride leaves, and Amber just kind of, thank you. Thank you all. And then he just turns around and leaves.
Who said that?
Amber.
Amber.
It's like after you like our call, so I was like, "Excuse me, Ex- excuse me, no, you come back here."
Where are you going?
You.
You only have one character trait, and it's grumpy, and you're
Yeah,
deviating.
Beatrice, I think perhaps the first person we should say goodbye to is perhaps Felix,
Well,
as at this point I believe money will be no object.
before that,
That's a great.
are you three in? Because I won't force anything.
Duh. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, no, I'm out of here. Bye, guys.
Oh, well, oh.
Marvin.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, you were all quiet. Yimmer, what about you?
When this is all over, we could deem you Mushroom Lord.
I'm already the
Thank
king.
you.
Oh, of course. My apologies.
Like, I'm not just wearing this crown just because it looks good, because it looks bitchin', but like, you know, there's some like title to this. Like, isn't that how all lords get their titles? And again, I'm a king, not a lord. Don't use my own words against me.
What?
Can I get like another crown? Like a bigger crown?
What
You
about
tie them to both to a rope and swing them around like a weapon of some sort. Flail, perhaps.
I like it. In my head, it looks great. I don't know if you noticed, I'm not that good at hitting things.
Yeah, he's
And
not.
that's like with a pointed single stick, like a blade. Feels like
With the opportunity to have everyone go, "Good Lord, he's crowning." I figured you'd jump right on that.
Good luck. Damn.
I think this is the first time you've made me speechless.
He's crowning. Oh man, that's awesome.
I'm gonna have to think about that one. I'm genuinely speechless after that. How?
Happy to be of service.
Is this what you feel like all the time when I talk?
What's that, you?
Huh.
Yes.
In and out of game.
just the voice of God. Yes.
Well, hell, I'm genuinely apologetic. Up in the sky, fuck you, but not really.
What?
Don't piss off God.
So anyway, do I get to make this guy a friend yet?
Yeah.
Hal, that's your decision, honestly.
You just had another horrible realization. I don't like it at all. Can we just bury him? Let's just bury him. We don't know if he was good or bad. If he was good, I don't want him walking around with gloop dropping from his mouth.
Well, we just close his mouth. Easy. Fixed.
Fixed.
Like, if it's a face thing, we can always like take the face off.
That's a good show.
No, I think that's worse.
Oh, okay. Like, I didn't even tell you I was going to wear it yet, but you know. Okay.
Oh, no, I know it's worse.
Huh.
I will bring up, when we first ran into La Shiraz, we learned something about a prophecy that I think I just put the pieces together. There was a prophecy of the sundering of the pillars. Much like the sundering that, at this point, I assume my grandfather came from. So there's absolutely going to be an enormous tear from, I assume, one pillar to the other in this plane. I mean, if we don't stop that somehow, that's what the ley lines are working toward. Yes,
That's true.
It
Acting
will
like,
be more than a constellation.
yeah,
We will be the constellation.
acting like focus points where all the energy gathers. That does make sense.
Okay. That doesn't sound good.
No.
Not even a little. Yimmer, are you in?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, okay, I'm not going to make this guy a friend, but I guess I'll have to find someone else. Like, but yeah,
All right. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to hear for sure from all of you. No one's getting dragged into this by, you know.
No.
now if you want me to explain why and how we're doing all this, no idea. I'm kind of trusting you guys. Kind of
Not
glazed over
necessary.
again for all that, and I have no idea half those names you said, but, you know, they're kind of like family or whatever. The smells.
The smells.
I wonder if we could find a way to use the orbs against them. Travel directly into the center of them. That seems like a horrendously terrible idea now that I say it out loud, because we have no idea what it's going to be like on the other side of that orb. Even if we do manage to figure out a way to use it. Not to mention every time travel's not safe for Halsterian.
Or anyone. Just throwing that out there.
That's
At
true.
this point, I would agree with Emma, yes.
Never mind. Forget I said anything. That was a stupid idea.
I can't help but have a morbid curiosity of what would happen if we threw a portable hole through it.
Wow.
I feel like not the one anywhere we care about. Also, I'd be worried about if those are connected, will it affect all of them?
Well, Cascade, you mean?
Yeah. Will
Well,
we...
then you'll just have to find all of them and throw portable holes through all of them.
No. I mean, if we throw a portable hole into one, will that affect all of them? Will we just shunt the entire planet into the arcane sea? Astral sea?
To be fair, we're already in the astral sea in a way, but
I mean, yeah.
I see what you mean.
You're in the prime material plane. You're not
No,
the
I,
Astral Sea.
Yeah, it's kind of between.
The Astral Sea is chaos.
I see.
It's insanity. There are things in there that your minds probably wouldn't be able to comprehend.
I barely comprehend things in this. So, yeah, no thanks.
Sounds delightful. If there's a chance of sending Crom there, let's go for that.
Single mom who works 2 jobs.
Shit.
I feel like I missed a step.
Don't pay too much mind to that. Spleen's just bored.
Spleen's bored. Spleen's ready to get this moving.
Spleen, how do you feel about seeing if Gelbin wants to connect and work with the other rats and build an even more capable goblin society? Free from the orcs, able to stand up to any orcs that try to take them over.
Sure. I mean, I can try.
Oh, dear Lord, they're going to create the Green Hand.
Well, as long as
Find the tribes, they said. It'll be fine, they said.
Hey, as long as, you know, they're friends with us, I think I'm alright with that.
Certainly won't happen again. Certainly.
Definitely not. Probably.
Yeah.
Who knows? Is there anything anyone has in particular they want to wrap up or need time to think about it?
I want to
Like,
I want to follow up with Jarok to see if he has found out anything about Skogard, about collapsing planes, about preventing collapsing of planes. There's another thing there, I just forgot. Nope, it's gone.
A single mom who works 2 jobs.
who loves her kids and never stops.
Yes, that was what it was.
Alsteria
That
Milf
actually
Hunter.
relate. No, I'm wondering if there's a way to get to Skogard by way of the Feywild.
What?
The only way to my plane is my magics.
What's it like there?
Did
Do you remember?
Dreadful. I loved it.
Oh
That sounds
my
right.
god. You're super edgy.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
You said that you pluck people who threaten your plane and hunt them.
They didn't. I don't pluck people who threaten my plane. I just pluck people.
mess
If-
with planes, I believe he said, yes?
I take when I'm bored.
So odds are he'll take Jarok at some point, and I think that's rather funny.
But did
In all
you?
honesty, I would probably not. Seeing as all of you are helping me out, and if I get back to my home, I'll overlook this world and all of its people.
That's appreciated.
Indeed.
Not.
I mean,
There are some people in this world that should be plucked.
I was
Let me
just
tell
about to
ya.
say that, and he's gonna change the image to look like Tobias of Caith. Like him? Fucking free for all, baby. Go for it.
This guy, all yours. I'll
I
tell you
only
what.
request that we may watch.
Don't overlook it too much.
Is he doing it right now? Is he plucking?
Oh no, not right now.
No, we gotta get him back to his.
Plane
Okay, he was
first.
just looking really intense there. Like I didn't know if this was like a.
I don't know if you will or won't, but that just gave everyone motivation.
Listen,
As if we
He's
needed more.
always like that. He's always like he's about to do something. He is super emotionally constipated. I would. Ain't that right? Colin?
Oh my god, what a statement.
Emotionally fucking constipated.
Yeah, all right.
I think I have a new favorite spleen quote stuck in my brain.
Give it to the Hall of Spleens. Wheel of spleenism. But my plane is normally locked. I allow people in or out of it. The fact that I've been able to be thrown out of my own plane is surprising to me. That's why I need to get back there. And somehow I think it's gonna do with you. Points to you, Houstarian. Or you, which points to Baltrus. Or the whelp.
There's a good chance. When you get back, what do you think your chances of being able to take him on are?
Looks over to Petrina. I don't know. What do you think? She looks... You'll need to talk to your friends from the other planes. And if you convince them, they would probably lend you an army. Or some very powerful people. Flip the hunt that you created for him back on himself. That would be the best bet.
Wait, are we? We're going in, right? Like we're gonna be there.
I don't know.
Arcalis looks at you. I don't plan on having any of you in my home.
Oh, okay, well, if you get your butt kicked, I don't know what to tell you.
I kind of want to go now. Like just because I can't.
I think I'm good. Let's, if we can perhaps pull Kron back into this plane, push him into another, bring him into the void.
Do you know anything about the Troll's Bane?
No.
Okay, I was just curious.
It's
Maybe that's something that was from that plane and they brought it over here and it spread everywhere.
It was created, well, here, and Howard's going to pull his notes out from Troll's Bane. It was a artificially created, as far as we can tell, curse, disease, kind of a blend.
Yes.
We know that it's not of this plane. Using energy from another plane, the White Hand created it using King's Head mushrooms.
Yeah.
Simple,
So what if
edible
that energy
mushrooms.
from a different plane is from his home?
They were able to create
Because it's dreadful, and it came from the dread plane.
zombie-like creatures through this, and he's going to show the Shamblers and the what's the other one?
And the explodey, spiky.
I got the name in here somewhere. Hang on.
I still got a piece of one of those guys.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, I
Where
gave
the
it to
hell?
Mr. Sick. Like one of those spiky spikes.
It just makes me wonder because you're like, oh, when you welcome your home, and you're like, what's your home like? It's dreadful. So I'm like, is it full of just terrible, terrible things? Like, everything will kill us.
You have a chunk of scurver in your bag.
Scurvy?
Scurvers, that's the one.
Oh, scurvy.
Scurvers
Oh, I
and
got all-
Shamblers.
I got all sorts of things in there. Starts reaching in.
I'm just
that
creating
the-
images of the Shamblers and Scurvers.
Just a giant light, just a light show just going on.
You have these where you're at your home?
That's just
Are these your dogs?
Howard fixes his notes and he starts creating a PowerPoint presentation. This is our adventure.
Howard is certified in Excel and PowerPoint.
He's got +2 to save. And recall. Especially if a computer crashes, he's good at data recovery.
Asking because what if that's not the last time we see those things, you know?
Mhm.
What if they still are using that? What if they turned the giants into that?
I hate
That-
that we had that thought at the same time.
Yeah. I think the chances
So
are.
our Carlos knows about this. Hopefully, looks at. I don't know. Hey,
Assume he
does
knows
any of
something.
this look familiar to you? Because this is not normal. And like,
No, that's not from my plane.
fuck.
From Jersey.
From New Jersey! I knew it!
New Jersey Guard. the New Jersey Turnpike. It's its own
no.
special hell.
Oh no. What's happening in Philadelphia?
But there's a strong chance.
Damn it. Because I have this weird feeling that it can't just be that those things all in one place.
No, that was an
That-
experiment.
And a successful.
Experiment, yes.
So that's not going to be the last time we see that. And it's probably going to be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just the Shamblers, all of them are scurvies. Or
Yeah.
scurvers.
Giants that have been turned into Scurvers. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
imagine that.
Diamondback would not be happy to see that. Well. Lord Paltris, how do you think they got in here? There's an orb under the castle, so we know that's how they got in there. I feel like you would be aware if you had an orb in your manor.
I don't have one in my manor. I mean, I don't know how they got in. Mind you, my place isn't a fortress.
That's true.
I didn't think I'd be outright attacked. And harboring people from another plane, I didn't think it would be targeted. So at that point, I think if I've heard everything correctly, those lockets are able to track each other. They probably tracked the lockets that are there.
Yeah.
And then struck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they found us originally when they stole Andrelis's locket.
So at that point,
Which...
why don't you just unlock them
Oh, of course.
and track where it is?
Mm-hmm. How is that coming, Arcalis?
It's coming along. It's going to require a little bit of time. And with her magic, we should be able to deal with it quickly enough. But still, it's going to take some time.
Mm-hmm.
I understand my brother, but he still has his secrets.
Well, if there's anything we can do to help, let us know.
We'll let you know. But at that point, let me be at peace.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go find a spot for NC.
Thank you.
You go into the back garden where old Yeller used to love to sit. Spot. Pa, what are we gonna do?
Oh my god.
I could hear the classic cheesy Disney music going on there with like the heavy clarinets.
Yeah.
See, I didn't get any of that at all. I just had my brain go straight to the Jurassic Park theme. No idea why.
Yeah, you know, Old Yeller is about a dinosaur. And I got Reba in my head, you know.
Do do do, single parent. Do do do, loves her a lot. Has 2 kids, loves her job.
Yeah.
Why?
So, do you have any ideas where you want to bury NC?
In a pile of books. Just like in a pile of books, and then we burn it. Have a standoff.
That's how wizards are made.
Made and unmade.
Phoenix, they rise from the ashes. Somebody else.
Do we let Jarok and Elris know?
I'm sure they'll want to attend. Whatever happens.
I think they would.
Jarok might be even more upset now that we've killed him, but
We don't tell him that. We just pound him dead.
that's
I
true.
can say that I killed him. He won't do anything. to me.
Yeah, That's true. We found him, couldn't save him. Yep, that makes sense. Why would I even suggest
We
that?
found him and could not save him is entirely true. He's still not going to like me.
He was too
No.
far gone. We had to put him out of his misery.
He'll only believe that coming from you, I assure you.
Yeah. We had to put him out of our misery. I mean, come on.
Had too accurate, I think.
All right, Chop Chop, start calling your buddies. Come on.
All right. I'm gonna cast sending to Elris first, because he's gonna be the easier one.
Tell Elris to contact Jarok for us. He'll do it.
That's true. Elris, Goose. Bad news. Found NC. Want to give him a funeral. When are you available?
He replies, oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna send him another one.
I'll get back to you on that one. He sends one. He basically sends a reply or sends a message back. For a sending spell. I'll get back to you on that one. I'm assuming you want me to talk to Jarok.
That would be helpful, yes. I know this is sudden. Sorry.
At that point, I'm not doing this whole chain.
I figured.
Yep.
So, okay.
Suddenly we're at the funeral. There's a fire.
Suddenly
in
we're
the
at the
river.
funeral. Bagpipes and the 21 gun salutes going. Cannons is just invented.
Hold a bunch of books and pull 'em then.
A bunch of the mages are doing magic missile toward each other's magic missiles.
It's this missile commander.
Wow. I don't even know who this guy is. I throw the books in.
He starts throwing shoes that she found.
Yep.
Hey, that's mine. Not no more.
It's one with the wind. Yeah, so at that point, no, it's a small little ceremony. I mean, it's just you guys. You find a lovely spot for him, and you tell his parents, and so they've got a little spot out in their estate where the other bits of their family have been buried. And so they have a gravestone set for him, bury him, and it's very somber. It's a very somber feeling thing. Which at that point, you guys have a week. You guys, I think at that point, I might just end game here so I can give you guys a little bit of homework of what you want to do. Because at that point, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, you guys come up with what your character might feasibly do with a week's worth of time of prep, setup, and, well, anything. And we'll come back, we'll go through that, and we'll get started.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good to me.
So, this is the start.
Mm-hmm.
The start of the beginning.
Yeah.
I have to
So-
pee really bad.
All right. So, with that, we're gonna end tonight's episode here. You guys have your homework. I expect everything to be done.
All right, Sid.
Oh, look, a lore crumb. Last one of the season.
Oh my god.
Okay. But thank you, everybody, for sticking around and playing with our shenanigans and whatnot.
Find someone to raid.
I think the Dirty Rollers are on. They're always
That's what I was thinking.
on. We'll get to those guys, but please check us out on our Discord. Please check out our merch. We've got a lot of really good stuff. I personally wear the sweater and the sweatpants all the damn time. They are so comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely perfect. And even the sweatpants have an embroidered Dire Bear logo right into them, and it has not faded over years of use. And I have put some heavy usage on that thing. Yes. There's a lot of mileage in those pants. I'm proud of that. That being said, please check out our other games, Melody of the Maelstrom and Abomination Alley. We really got to change up her name. I feel really bad about calling her that nickname.
Wow. Wow.
I don't even know how to feel anymore.
I've been waiting on that dad joke since the beginning of the episode.
Damn.
Sometimes you just gotta let it simmer and stew. That being said, we'll see you guys here next week, and yeah, this is the start of the end. It'll still probably take us 6 months because that's just how everything works around here. But
Yeah.
but nonetheless, you guys stay safe out there. I love you all. What do you dare to imagine?
Bye.
Goodbye.
And we're out. And they can probably still hear me. They heard that too. Stick around, y'all, because I'm typing up the raid now.